here doing my final mock draft of the year. Let's get right into it, ladies and gentlemen. We all know what time it is, and it's pretty crazy to think about that this is time. So let's get right into it. And we're doing this mock draft because I want to do one that's super realistic. That's what I try to do every year, and this might be just me. I still think Scoot Henderson. I know everyone's saying Brandon Miller's going to. It's Scoot. It's the better player. Then we go Brandon. Okay, so your top three is Vic, Scoot, Brandon. That's how it should be. And you remember last year, I'm an Orlando Magic fan. I was convinced we were taking Jabari Smith. And then we took Paolo. Amen Thompson, I've said it before, he's a more athletic with a better ceiling in terms of offense. Like a better athlete, a little shorter but longer, more explosive. Ben Simmons. Asar, I've been hearing is the guy who could go. I'm hearing Cam Whitmore might be sliding. Asar gives them the defensive guy that they need. Then 6 right here, it becomes really tough for Orlando Magic fans. I don't think we're going to take Anthony Black. I don't think we take a guard right here. For me, I think the best player available, it gets hard because I kind of see us taking Taylor Hendricks here as the Jonathan Isaac replacement. And then at 7, is it Cam Whitmore or is it Jarris Walker? I think it's Cam Whitmore to the Pacers. I don't think he goes past the Pacers. Then 8, it's Anthony Black. That makes sense. Jarris Walker. If Taylor Hendricks is here, it'd be Taylor Hendricks, but Jarris Walker goes to here. I'm thinking Bilal Coulibaly because he fits what they're trying to do, and he played pro ball, so he can actually help him out now. Grady Dick. He's a shooting guard. He's 6'9". Orlando wants him. Here, it gets a little bit dicey, and I think when we look at a team like this, because I can see a guy like Nick Smith going here, but I could also see like Kobe Buffkin going here, or Jalen Hood-Schifino going here, and that's kind of where I think. Do you think Jalen Hood-Schifino or Kobe Buffkin? It gets tough, doesn't it? I think we're going to go right here. They need a backup point guard. And I think JHS 6'5" goes there. Raptors take Hassan Wallace. They need the standstill shooting. I think right here it's a little difficult, but I think they take the chance with Nick Smith. They kind of need the three-point shooting. I think it's the three-point shooting. They go Jordan Hawkins for the three-point shooting. The Hawks right here, I want to say that they would go with the most NBA-ready guy, which might be Chris Murray. I expect the Hawks to trade this pick, though, tonight, guys. Now the Jazz are back on the clock, and the Jazz, I think they go highest potential, Nick Smith Jr. Lakers on the clock. I've been seeing a lot of people put up some Derek Lively propaganda. I'm not as huge on him, but we'll put him there. I could see them taking Jet Howard. Here I have Jet Howard going. Jawan used to play for the Heat. They need three-point shooting. The Warriors, they either need a backup point guard or the most NBA-ready guy here, or a center. And I've seen some people put Jaime Jaquez here, which I think if they wanted Jaime Jaquez, they would trade back. But I think they need some wing help or like a point guard. And that's where it becomes a bit hard to see who would make that impact. I think we're going to go Jaime Jaquez because he's a win now guy. I think this is a reach, but they don't need to wait for him to develop. Here, I think Kobe Buffkin has fallen to the Rockets. They take him. I think Keontae George goes to the Nets. If he's fallen at this point to them, they would take him here. Now that they're taking George, I think they would take a guy like Rain Rupert to pair up with him. Then Portland, if they were to keep this pick, I think they'd go for an NBA ready guy like Colby Jones at 23 if they were to keep this pick and if they're still trying to win. Over here, I think a guy, I think Maxwell Lewis, keep him in California. They would like that. The Grizzlies, they just traded for Marcus Smart, so I think they'd go more wing here. I think Dariq Whitehead's kind of like what the type of guy they would go for typically. Now over here we have Pacers back on the clock, I think, because we have them take Whitmore, we'll have them take Clowney at 27 right here. I think Brees can be a big boost for the Hornets. Leonard Miller falls to the Jazz, which is crazy. This is technically the Nuggets pick, so we're going to take it for the Nuggets, ignore the Pacers. Nuggets right here. Honestly, I think they take Podziemski if he's available. Then James Nanji to the Clippers with the last pick. With the first pick, I've said this before, Imani Bates to Detroit Pistons, local kid. This is again the Denver Nuggets, which, like, ooh baby, who are the Nuggets gonna take right here? Because you want to think about it. I think they're gonna take, I was gonna say there's a lot of guys who are good that are available for them in different spots, like Quavian Smith, somebody that the Nuggets can take. So I think right here I would go Jalen Wilson if I'm the Nuggets. Now the Spurs are back on the clock. I say take Gigi Jackson. Now the Hornets are back on the clock. They would take Omax at this point. Boston would take Andre Jackson Jr., especially with them trading. They could take Marcus Sasser here. Now Marcus Sasser, I think what the Magic would just be like, hell yeah. Point guard right here, because they traded away the 40th pick, but this is the last pick I believe that the Nuggets have. They take Quavian Smith, so they walk away to Quavian Smith, Jalen Wilson, Brandon Podziemski. Quavian Smith's more of a combo guard in the lines of Tyrese Maxey, Emmanuel Quickley. Podziemski's more of like a Dante DiVincenzo, but better. And then Jalen Wilson gives them a bigger Josh Hart. Kings are on the clock. I think they go Tristan Vuk. They need a backup big, and they like their foreign boys. Hornets, Ben Shepherd at this point. I know it's a crapshoot in the second round. I think the pick now is to Pacers, so Julian Phillips. I think they go. Yeah, I don't think the Hornets will keep all those picks. I think right here, Sissoko. We need more wing help. Blazers right here take Amari Bailey. I just see it as the Gary Trent Will Barton pick. Kobe Brown to the Spurs. I think over here, maybe the Grizzlies take Tracy Jackson Davis because he's win now. Keontae Johnson, maybe to the Hawks right here in the second. Lakers take a guy like Seth Lundy, win now. Then you got yourself Clippers. Julian Strawther gives them a three-point shooter that they need. I think Cavs, I think they say Jalen Clark, he's injured. They let him sit for a year. They don't necessarily need him now. Hunter Tyson gives them three-point shooting right here for the Oklahoma City Thunder. The Nets would be the team to give someone inefficient like Ricky Council a shot. Jordan Miller to the Suns. I've been saying this for months. Watch him get drafted by the Suns. Adame Sanogo to the Timberwolves as the Naz replacement. Kings, they've already taken a big. Maybe they go Isaiah Wong. Pacers. They haven't gotten guards, so we'll go with Derek Schroeder 2.0, Jay-Z Gortman. Then we got ourselves. The draft is really starting to dry up. I don't think guys down there will get drafted. They took a big already. Amari Moore, someone I like. I'm not crazy about him. This pick is forfeited, so ignore it. We're going to have guys that don't even matter get drafted. And these last two picks aren't going to get drafted. And then over here, I think the good pick for the Wizards right here would be Tosan. Tosan kind of fits us. We need power forwards. And then the last pick, Mojave King to the Bucks, makes the most sense in my mind. All right, this is the draft, ladies and gentlemen. Vic to Mojave King. Take a second to pause it. What'd you guys think? How realistic? That's it. Love every single one of you. Peace out.